What if your dog doesn't just see you as their owner, but as something much more important, a source of safety, comfort, and the one person they trust when the world feels uncertain? Dogs can't tell us how they see us, but their behavior can reveal a lot, and some of the strongest signs are things you probably see every single day without realizing what they mean. Following you from room to room, checking where you are, bringing you their favorite things, or even looking at you when they're not sure what to do. Scientists have found that the bond between dogs and their humans can resemble the attachment relationship seen between children and their caregivers. So today, we're looking at 7 signs your dog may see you as their parent-like safe person, and the last sign may be the clearest one of all. First is they look to you when they're unsure. Have you ever noticed your dog look at you when something unfamiliar happens? A strange noise, a new person, an unfamiliar place. Instead of immediately reacting, they may glance toward you first. That's not random. Your dog is checking your reaction to help decide how they should feel about what's happening. If you're calm, they may relax. If you're worried, they may become more alert. In other words, your dog isn't just watching the world. They're watching you to understand the world. And that tells us something important. They don't just enjoy your company. They trust you to help them feel safe. Second is they follow you everywhere. Does your dog follow you from the bedroom to the kitchen and somehow even to the bathroom? You may think they're simply being clingy, but sometimes there's more behind it. Dogs naturally stay close to the individuals they consider safe and important. Your dog has learned that being near you means access to comfort, protection, and reassurance. That's why they may settle down the moment you sit beside them, or get up the second you leave the room. They're not necessarily saying, "I can't live without you." They're saying, "I feel better when you're nearby." And there's an even more revealing behavior. Your dog may not follow you everywhere, but still constantly check where you are. And sometimes they follow you for a completely different reason. Third is they bring you their favorite things. Your dog may bring you a toy, a blanket, or even something they probably shouldn't have picked up. And you might think they simply want you to play. Sometimes that's exactly what they want. But there's another reason this behavior can be meaningful. Dogs often use objects to create interaction with the people they trust. When your dog brings you their favorite toy, they're not just giving you something. They're inviting you into their world. It's a little like saying, "This matters to me, so I want to share it with you." And if your dog chooses you, even when other people are nearby, that's an even stronger clue. Because your dog isn't simply looking for someone to play with. They're choosing you. And the next sign reveals what happens when your dog needs comfort themselves. Fourth is they come to you when they're scared. When your dog hears something frightening, a loud noise, a strange voice, or something unfamiliar, where do they go? If they come looking for you, that's more than affection. You're their safe place. Dogs often seek proximity to trusted people when they are uncertain or stressed. They may press their body against your legs, sit on your feet, or simply stay close until they feel safe again. And notice what happens next. Once they feel secure, they may calmly return to whatever they were doing. That means they weren't looking for attention just because they were bored. They were looking for you because you made the scary thing feel less scary. And that's exactly what a parent-like attachment is built around: feeling safe. Fifth is they check where you are. Your dog doesn't always need to follow you to show that you're important to them. Sometimes They simply check where you are. You're working in another room, and suddenly your dog appears in the doorway. They look at you, make sure you're there, and then quietly walk away. A few minutes later, they do it again. This little check-in can be easy to miss, but it can reveal a lot about your bond. Your dog is keeping track of their trusted person, while still feeling secure enough to explore or relax on their own. And there's something even more interesting. Sometimes your dog doesn't need to see you at all. They can find comfort simply by being near your scent. Sixth is they look to you for reassurance. Sometimes your dog doesn't need you to do anything. They just need to know you're there. You may notice them looking at you after hearing a strange sound, when meeting someone new, or even before doing something they've never tried before. That quick glance can be your dog's way of checking in with their trusted person. And if you respond calmly, your dog learns that they can rely on you when they're uncertain. It's not about giving commands or telling them what to do. It's about something much deeper. Your dog trusts your presence. And there's one final sign that may reveal just how important you are to them. Seventh is they want to sleep near you. When your dog chooses to sleep beside you or settles down near your bed, they're doing more than getting comfortable. Sleep is when a dog is most vulnerable. So, choosing to rest near someone can reflect a deep sense of trust and security. Your dog doesn't need to be touching you. Sometimes just knowing you're nearby is enough. And just to stay in the same room as you. They're not thinking, I need my owner. They're seeking the person who makes them feel safest. And when you put all 7 signs together, a much bigger picture appears. Your dog may not literally think you're their biological mother, but they can form a parent-like attachment to you, seeing you as a source of safety, comfort, and security. So, does your dog actually think you're their mom? Not literally, but the relationship can be surprisingly similar to a parent-like attachment. You provide safety, comfort, guidance, and a place they can return to when the world feels uncertain. That's why your dog may follow you, check where you are, bring you their favorite things, or simply choose to sleep nearby. These behaviors aren't just random habits. They're pieces of a much bigger story. Your dog has learned that you're their safe person, and maybe that's the most beautiful part. Your dog doesn't need to understand the word family. They already know what it feels like. If you recognize your dog in these signs, tell us in the comments. Which one does your dog do the most? And if you want to understand your dog's behavior and the hidden ways they communicate with you, like this video, subscribe, and join us for the next one. Until then, look at your dog a little differently today, because to them, you may be much more than just the person who fills their bowl. You may be home,